Quick! Quick! Viva! Mitgibt erst etwas. Hey! You're not allowed.
Hey, where's that beer? You're not allowed here!
Excuse me, sir. My name is Henry, and
Forget the pleasantries. Czego chcesz?
I've come about Sir Jerzek of Holoclawy.
Ależ, no w takim razie to zacznij gość, prawda? Such a distinguished visit. What do you want from me?
Well, what's it
I heard about what happened between you and Jerzek. I understand that you're in the right. But couldn't you return his armor and horse?
Go away.
Without them, it's as if he's not a knight at all.
So poor valiant Jerzek's not doing well, and I should show I have a good heart. That would soon have everyone around walking all over me. I'd rather let the armor rust than give it back to Jerzek. Did he even tell you how he lost it?
He told me you argued, and he challenged you to a duel.
And did he tell you why?
Because you torched a village full of innocent people.
Innocent people? Jepryč tego skurwysyna. They tried to cheat us. They gave us sacks full of sand instead of flour. They knew exactly what could happen to them.
But I understand that you're mad at Jerzek, but he needs help. It's just not right for a lord to become a thief.
So that is what his lordship from Holoclawy is doing now.
What else is left when you've taken everything from him? You're the only one who can do anything about it.
Yes, maybe I can send my men to drag him here in chains and lash him with a whip.
Now, you know what? Since there's no reasoning with you, we'll do it another... way. In the name of Sir Jerzek, I challenge you to a duel.
You? You'd better turn around and be glad I'm not going to kick your ass out of here.
Well now, is the brave knight afraid he might lose to me? What would your men say about that?
Careful, boy. You have been quite entertaining so far, but I will not be mocked.
All the more reason to give me a good beating then, isn't it? And in public, no less.
Well, if you want it so badly, let us do this properly. We will engage in 3 rounds. Pole arms first, then short swords and shields. And finally, like proper knights, with long swords. Each man shall take his own weapons and armor, and whoever bests their opponent in at least 2 rounds wins. I will wager Jerzek's horse and knightly armor. You match the price in groschen. What do you say?
I accept.
Excellent! Get yourself the necessary armor and equipment. When you are ready, bring me the coin, and we will start.
You can't be...
I've never heard of the Lords of
What's it
Garbov.
gonna be? Piss off!
Could you tell me something about yourself?
It is true that Garbov is a long way from here. What would you like to know?
Away now.
Zavish the Black. Aren't you the fearsome tournament competitor who's jousted far and wide?
What's it gonna
I
be?
did not only compete, I won. Are you starting to regret our agreement?
Not at all.
Well,
I'm just trying to find out what's in store for me.
All right, but don't expect me to show you any tricks. Who taught you to fight, anyway?
what'll it be? Meet here now.
Lots of people. After all, no one man can teach you everything, right?
Maybe no ordinary man. But if you knew my master Ippolito, the best sword fighter in Europe, my father once saved him from bandits, and he taught me and my brother for 2 years to thank him. Sword fighting, horsemanship, everything we needed to become true knights.
Only the best for the nobility, hey? Did he handle you with kid gloves?
It was a fucking ordeal. He made us run and climb in full armor, ride bareback, swim with a sack of stones tied to our feet. And at night, when we could barely crawl, he gave us swords and we had to defeat him in combat. One after the other.
What'll it be?
Kurva. Sometimes I miss that Italian butcher.
Where is Garbov, actually?
Go away.
It almost sounds Czech.
Almost, yes. It's in Poland. My father was the Burgrave of Konarsko-Sierać.
You can't be...
He bred the best horses in all of Poland. Certainly a lot livelier than that nag of Jezek's.
And how big is the family of the Lords of Garbov?
I have 2 brothers, Jan and Pyotr. But I have not seen them in a long time.
Well, what's it gonna
I
be?
can only
Piss
pray
off.
they are both still alive.
How did you end up in Sigismund's army?
Our king called on us to send soldiers to Sigismund, and I didn't feel like sitting at home with my wife.
You went to fight in a foreign land without asking any questions.
Against the Bohemians here, the Ottomans in Nicopolis, or Jobst in Moravia, it makes no difference. the best way to keep your enemies away from the border is to defeat them before they cross it. Sigismund pays well, and our king is glad to have his own people around him. If you take my meaning.
What's it gonna
Then
be?
why are you here with the
Piss off.
Cumans and not in Sedlets?
Sitting on my arse all day and slowly drinking myself to death?
Well,
No,
what's
thank
it
you.
gonna be?
I'd better go and get ready for the duel.
Wait a moment. There is one more thing I'm interested in.
Well,
Ask away.
what's it gonna be?
Why
Piss off.
are you so keen to help Jezek anyway?
Go away.
I would help anyone who needs it.
Anyone who needs it, or anyone who deserves it?
You think Jezek doesn't deserve it?
I'm not saying that. But if my men see me lose, they might say I'm not fit to lead them. In that case, I might need some help too.
Can't be...
Could you tell me again how our duel...
It is in the second round, use a shield and any one-handed weapon. Sword, axe, the third round, I will wager Jezek's...
Azabel?
And don't forget to choose a suitable...
What's it gonna be?
Could
Piss
you-
off.
We'll fight in 3. In the second round, use a shield. I will wait.
Azabel?
And don't forget...
Well, what's it gonna be? Piss off! I see those ears do indeed work.
God be with you.
Show me your where.
What can you do? Maybe next. My respect. My respects. Excuse me. How can I help?
What do you...
Word about the pump.
Is this him?
That's not it. I was glad to be of help to you, good sir.
Excuse me.
Dögölj már meg! A fenébe! Nem érek rá egész nap!
My humble respects.
Vigyen el, japasztán!
What would you like, sir?
I'll have a...
Huh? Nothing to your liking, sir?
Baszni rá! Na mi ez? Te hullajelölt!
You have a kind master, eh?
Következővel a pokolra jutsz! Vigyen el, Jabbasán!
Just a little longer. God bless you, sir.
All right, I'm ready. We can fight.
It is a little late now, do you not think?
All right,
Tough Spaniale. But you have to put down the coin up front.
here you go. Down to the last groschen.
Just how I like it. How should the herald introduce you?
I want it to be known that Henry of Skalitz defeated you, and that he did it for all the common folk who had their roofs burned over their heads because of the likes of you.
Very nice speech. But let us see how you talk when I knock some of your teeth out. Come on. I cannot wait.
Hail, gentlemen, brave knights, loyal comrades. Today, we will witness a duel between Sir Zavish of Garabov, called the Black, and Henry of Skalitz. Henry, a commoner, will fight today in the name of Sir Jezek of Holohlavi. The noble lord of Garabov has decided to accept the challenge because of this very fact. With 3 duels, they will settle once and for all the dispute between the Lord of Gabov and the Lord of Holohlavi. I ask both combatants to take their positions and take up arms. Let the clash of pole arms begin! And the winner is Henry of Skalitz.
A bandit!
I can't believe it myself. He's beaten the Lord of Garabov.
I hope that's enough.
Combatants may now catch their breath and have a bath made tend to their wounds before the next round.
Gifeli!
Both combatants are ready for the second round. The duel with one-handed weapons can begin. And thus the duel of shields comes to an end. And the winner is Henry of Scarlet. Unbelievable! God must have guided his hand.
Quick!
Both combatants may now tend to their wounds
I hope that's
and
enough.
rearm themselves for the third and final duel.
Excuse me?
The noblest fight begins. The longsword duel. Longsword duel is at its end, and the undisputed winner is Henry of Scarlet. He's defeated his rival
stings.
with an incredible performance.
At least it stopped the bleeding.
Were well fought, and God was on the side of the one in the right. If I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I wouldn't believe it. Not only has the brave Henry won glory,
Nice one.
he's cleared the name of Lord Yeshek of Holohlavi from disgrace.
Nice
While he
one.
put the Lord of Garabov to shame with his performance. The dispute between these two gentlemen is now at an end. Glory to the victor, honor to the vanquished.
Well, is that everything?
Is it not enough for you? I cannot believe it! I, the champion of tournaments all the way from Brittany to Venice, and I end up beaten by a yokel like you, with his finger up his nose.
You put up a good fight, I'll give you that.
Oh, you don't have to kiss my ass. I know full well I botched it. You will find the horse stabled up by the gate, and you can take the armor from my chest.
Haven't you forgotten something?
The groschen are in the chest, too.
All those poor people whose village you torched finally got justice.
I'm sure it'll warm their little hearts when they're digging through the ashes for a bit of flour they didn't want to give us. Be careful.
It's not safe. Wait, then one of us will have. Zarki said us to find something.
Well, that should be everything. Yezhek's sure to be happy. Hey there, pony. If only you knew how much. Easy. Easy. Nice and slow. Ja! 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 Go! Go! Quick! Ja! 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 Go! 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 Ja! Go! 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 Ja! Go! Ja! Quick! God!
Whoa!
Okay. You're old.
All right, boy. We're here. I'm sure your master is waiting for you. Tell me something about yourself. Where are you from?
Holohlavi. It's a village near Hradec. My family's been there for 4 generations.
I've never been there.
It doesn't matter. I haven't set foot there for a good 40 years.
That long? How come?
I'd rather not get into it.
Look, everyone's been through something they'd rather not talk about. I'm not going to judge you.
You wouldn't understand anyway.
Well, now I'm really in the mood to help you.
Sorry, Actually, it's stupid. I had a disagreement with my brother.
And? That's it?
See? You don't understand. Otmar is older, so when my father died, he took over the running of the fortress and the village.
Older than you? My word. Sorry. So, you argued about the inheritance?
No, I was just a boy then, and I wasn't much interested in such things. Otmar wanted me to be chaplain of the church in Holohlavi. But that wouldn't have been the life for me. Ever since I heard the stories of King Arthur as a child, I knew I'd be a knight.
You are one now, though, aren't you?
I don't mean by title. I'm talking about battles and tournaments and romance. Anyway, I soon abandoned my studies and began getting summer with a sword in my hand.
Well, your brother meant well. If you couldn't both have the estate, he wanted you to be secure in another way.
That sounds nice, but he saw it differently. Otmar needed to secure his position because the church owns a lot of land in Holohlavi. He didn't care about me at all. But no matter, I'm happier like this anyway. Or at least I used to be. Otmar gave me the armor and the horse. Would you believe it?
Really? Why would he do that?
After I ran away, I struggled and rarely had 2 groschen to rub together. Otmar found out about it and tracked me down. I was afraid that he would drag me home and force me to go back to my studies, but instead, he gave me armor and his best horse and told me to go and be a knight if I must, but not to return home.
And don't you ever miss your brother?
After all these years, more and more, who knows if he's even still alive?
Don't worry. You'll get your things back.
Thank you.
I'm sure you'll see your brother again. About these things of yours.
Did Zavish listen to you? Tell me, how did it go?
Well, it wasn't easy. I had to take part in a knightly duel.
Damn. He didn't hurt you too much, I hope.
Well, that fella? Come on. He hardly had a chance to blink and he was on his arse. He hadn't a chance against me.
But he's a tournament veteran. You have my admiration, lad. What about my Gringolet? Did he give him to you?
He's waiting for you at the inn. He's really quite a good horse for his age.
The best. The House of Holohlavi will be forever in your debt. Take this shield, so at least you'll have something to remember me by if this is farewell for good, which is quite likely given how old and grey I am. I'd like to give you my spurs. You may not be a knight, but they can still be of use to you. And you know what? Now that I have my things back, I can do without the groschen I've saved up. Take them. Let them be of some use.
Ah, it was no bother. And what are you going to do next? I trust you're done with robbing.
As the Lord is my witness, I'm done. It's time for me to go home. Who knows? Maybe I can even reconcile with my brother. I told you about him, remember?
That's not a bad idea. So, take care. And give your brother my greetings.
I'll try. God bless you, Henry.
I apologize.
Wie geht's, mein Herr?
What's going on around here?
Hast du schon das Neueste gehört? I heard they found a dragon nearby.
What? A dragon?
Es ist wahr. Everyone is talking about it. And the priest does not know what to do. Er ist völlig ahnungslos. Who knows how things will turn out? Wir dürfen gespannt sein. Und noch etwas. Ein Ritter appeared in Belani, like a noble knight, you know? He calls himself Posey, and is looking for a brave Soldaten for an expedition. He stayed in the Belani Inn. Ich bin sicher, dass du ihn dort finden wirst. And if you're a good craftsman, try asking at the construction site. Krishan was looking for some laborers here recently.
And where might I find this Krishan?
Er ist hier in der Festung, in the local fortress. You'll find him easily enough. He is a mountain of a man. Zum Abschluss, I have some advice for you. It isn't easy to talk about this, but you should hear it. A bunch of black guards from the Hungarian camp have occupied an abandoned barn not far from here. They rob and steal. Nothing sacred to them. And they've even killed a couple of people. Most recently, a local herdsboy.
What?
He didn't want to give them a sheep, so they killed him and the rest of his flock and all.
That really happened?
Just on the other side of the stream here. Tja, und wer weiß, if they even buried the poor lad. Diese verdammten ungarischen Teufelskerle. Am besten, if you simply keep away from the place.
Why doesn't the local bailiff do anything about them?
Because even though they are certainly deserters, they still wear Hungarian colors, and the people here are scared to death of Sigismund. Und weiß Gott zu Recht.
Same to you.
Well, I'll be... Barra! What are you doing here?
So it is you. What a coincidence. Can you believe I run the baths? I own this place.
I'm glad to see you healthy and in one piece.
And how else should I be?
Let's not get into it. I'm just glad you're all right. And doing well. Somebody up there must like you a lot.
And you as well. It looks like you've also done well since we last met. And since you're already here, would you like to bathe?
So how are you doing? How's business?
We're starting small. I've only got 2 girls here, but we're doing pretty well.
Oh, maybe over time you'll be able to expand the baths.
Don't worry, all in good time. We've already got it figured out. First, I must buy another tent to put a bed in. For now, the innkeeper's letting us use a room, but I'd like to keep an eye on the courting.
And what do you have in mind then? An infirmary?
We'll see. We could use a sawbones, or at least a barber. And if the Lord provides, maybe even a hired hand to cut wood, fetch water, and take care of the guests' horses.
Didn't you say you were headed to the city?
I did, but I didn't last long.
City life didn't live up to your expectations?
Well, let's just say my cousin didn't greet me as enthusiastically as I'd expected. Her husband, on the other hand, was happy as a pig in shit to see me.
And your cousin was jealous?
As a shrew. I quickly came to the conclusion that nothing good awaited me there.
And how did you end up here?
When I was in the city, I heard the baths were cramped, expensive and dirty. So I thought, why not do it like in Geliov? Have a tavern and baths in one place. I don't know whether Wolfram took liking to me or my idea, but he let me stay. So I got the first tent and tub, and it gradually grew into this. You really don't want to give it a try?
Do I look like I need a bath?
No, that's not what I meant. But if you're not in a rush, don't worry, you won't regret it. Our prices are more than attractive and my girls have golden hands.
You sound like a real hawker. You nearly convinced me.
So you'll stick around for a while after all?
I'd like to use your...
What'll it be this
Tend to my wounds.
Great.
Let's talk about...
Certainly.
How's this?
That's more like... wonderful. Good boy.
I reckon that's it. Take care of yourself. I apologize.
Great. That's a good one.
Greetings, sir.
I'd like to learn.
What is this about?
Maybe you can...
I'll tell you so. This horse must have cost a pretty groschen.
I'd like to...
What is this?
I'd like to learn...
All right, then.
Hey, I'd like a word.
How are you? And what do you need?
To have a little chat with you. Come here. Now listen here. I have decided to sell an apple, and you have decided to buy it. You got that?
Thanks, but I won't be buying anything.
Maybe I'm not making myself clear. This is an offer you cannot refuse.
I'm not paying that much for a plain old apple.
God, you're a blockhead. So let's forget the fucking trade, shall we? I've been waiting.
Help me with this dog!
Show what you're made of.
Go! Go! Quick! Whoa! Ka! 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 Quick! Ka! Whoa! Do you want to fight?
Sure, I could go for one. Do you have money to bet?
Of course.
I'm glad to hear. I'll paint you black and blue.
For glory!
Gonna call you a creep. Sacre! I reckon I cut off more than I could chew. You really know how to fight.
Thanks for the fight.
Here's your bet, and a little on top. I don't like giving it up, but I keep my word. And don't forget to go and see Tomlin. His jaw's gonna drop when he hears some out of town and kicked all our asses.
But the baby will grow out of it soon enough.
I hope so. But at the christening, it'll look like we bought a puppy.
What? You're covered in blood, my friend.
I beat all your men.
Well, I'm jiggered. But I'm impressed. You're good. Here you go. We know how to appreciate a good fighter here. And in Kuttenberg, they fight in a tavern called the Hole in the Wall. The name suits it perfectly. So don't expect to be treated kindly.
That sounds worse. Well, I'll see. Maybe I'll go there and take a look sometime.
Oh, by the way, Darling was looking for you. Go and see him. He'll be glad. See you later.
Christ, pardon me.
Do you need something of me?
Well, I wanted to ask you for something.
Pray tell. What's it about?
You wouldn't want to have another bout, would you?
Right now?
Well, yeah.
Why? I already beat you. And Tuma and Stanley, too.
Exactly. So I figured that if I beat you now, you'll still win overall. But if Stanley saw me beat someone that kicked his ass, maybe he'd leave me alone.
And do you think you'd stand a chance to beat me?
Well, that's just it. I'd need you to help me a little.
Look, wouldn't you rather learn how to fight properly? I'll be happy to train you.
I don't know if it's a good idea. Auntie says I'm a little slow.
Oh, you'll manage. Knocking someone's teeth out is actually pretty simple. And you've got the strength of 3 men. So there's nothing for you to be afraid of.
Well, all right. Oof, I can't anymore.
Me neither. Let's take a break.
Do you think I stand a chance against Stanley now?
Definitely a better chance than if you pretended to beat me, but still knew nothing. I'm not saying you'll beat him to a pulp now, but at least you should be able to hit back.
Thanks, Emery. You're a true friend.
You're welcome.
Hey, do you like horses or dogs?
Of course I do.
Me too. I knew right away you like animals. I can tell. Come see me in Grun sometime. I'll take care of the horses and hands, and I'll tell you all about them. May God...
What? Back off.
Easy, easy. I'm going.
A good thing, fool. I'll kill you.
Cha! Cha!
Whoa!
Be careful. Stuck pig.
Greetings, you otherwise we'll get ourselves out of boredom. I'll try to find a few later. Great. Then come and see me.
Veled egy szempillantással ott kész leszek. Ezt kapd ki! Meg fogod bánni.
What's that sound?
De nem érek rá egy... Egyenes a húzva! Baszok rá! És ennyi volt!
A következővel a pokolra jutsz! Vigyen el, Jabashán!
Húzza pokolba, te fasz!
Don't make what you made yesterday. That made my toes curl. Praise be Jesus Christ, young man. I'm sorry to bother you, but I must stop you for a moment. Can I have a word?
What do you want from me?
I'm the royal collector, and I want you to pay your duty.
What duty?
The king's duty. Now come here and don't delay. So, what'll it be? Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Matthew, the King's chief customs collector. I collect dues on trading routes.
Ah, I've been looking for you.
Is that so? Why would that be?
The Dry Devil sent me.
That old bastard is still alive. I thought he'd been executed a long time ago.
He's free again, thanks to us. He's getting his old band together, so they sent me looking for you.
That's so very sweet of him. So he whistles and I should come running to him like a good boy.
So, you don't want to come back then?
For the record, I have nothing against the devil, but I don't want to stick my neck out for fuck all anymore. I'm doing well for myself as my own master. The past is past.
Don't you miss the Devil's Pack? Kubienka is still talking about the old days.
I like to think of them sometimes too, but I don't miss them. None of them really know why they're with the devil anyway. Most of them just don't have anything else to do. If the devil reigned, they would just drink themselves to death or kill each other. At least I know what I want.
And you're content with robbing poor souls by the road?
You are quite wrong there. I'm a customs collector, and it's still better than being with the devil.
The devil and Zizka have a higher purpose. We fight for our rightful king.
How? Like capturing nobles and them demanding money for their release? We gutted their people, and they gutted us, but only the devil got the money and the glory. What the fuck is noble about that?
You don't understand. How could you? The devil is a nobleman. Things are dealt with differently by them.
That's rich coming from you. Anyway, you can tell the devil that I thank him for his offer, but after careful consideration, I'm choosing to be a free tradesman.
Well, all right.
Since you're already here, did you pay the duty?
What are you talking about? What duty?
What do you think? To the king! I am His Majesty's chief customs collector.
Aye, and I'm Emperor Charles.
So where's the payment? A royal customs collector's time is precious.
What customs collector? You're just a bandit.
Peace all difference. Those who have, give. Those who don't, take. Cough up!
The devil's counting on me to find and reunite all of his old band.
Why should I care?
What do you think he's gonna do when he finds out his capture was all a setup?
Setup? What are you blabbering about?
Well, I'll just tell him there was a rat in his band that set him up. And I know who it was.
You bastard. No wonder you and the devil are like brothers.
Are we finally on the same page?
Aye. It's bad enough I'm being hunted by the Miskovitz bailiff and the Sukdal captain. There's even a bounty on my head. I don't need a pissed-off devil coming after me too.
You don't say.
Seriously? I'm a bit of a local legend now.
But the main route to Kuttenberg runs between Miskovitz and Suchdol. Stealing from traders has made you rich, hasn't it?
More than you could imagine. Their pockets are either full of silver or their wagons are bursting with goods. Kuttenberg is a wealthy town, and the merchants are flocking there like flies to shit. You can learn a thing or two that way. If you want, I can share some of my knowledge with you.
How can I find you?
Our camp is in the woods on the hill by Visuka. It will probably take you a while to find it first. We don't like uninvited visitors, you see.